I made sure to keep my hair curly today in honor of Timothée Chalamet. That way when I meet with him in person and we're making love, I can be like, call me by your name, baby. Oh God, yes. Yes, yes, yes! We're gonna watch this trailer for The French Dispatch, Wes Anderson's new movie. Can't wait for some meticulously crafted symmetry shots with some,
generally.
Yeah, detached characters.
A lot of pastel colors.
It's gonna be exciting stuff. It's gonna be really exciting stuff. Maybe a dead animal here or there. Overhead shots of objects. Zooms, you know the goods.
Bright patterns.
Guys, before we watch this trailer though, I do gotta say, happy birthday to my beautiful girlfriend, Olivia. You guys might have seen her all over my Instagram, but also, you know, she's been in like our Game of Thrones reactions, Stranger Things reactions, a Wonder Woman 1984 trailer reaction. I love you, baby. You've changed my life.
I love you too, baby. You've changed his life. And my life by proxy.
It began as a holiday. Eager to escape a bright future on the Great Plains, Arthur Howitzer Jr. transformed the series of travelogue columns into The French Dispatch, a factual weekly report on the subjects of world politics, the arts, high and low, and diverse stories of human interest.
You don't think it's almost too seedy this time?
No, I don't.
Decent people.
It's supposed to be charming.
He assembled a team of the best expatriate journalists of his time: Berenson, Sazerac, Kremens, Roebuck Wright. These were his
Jeffrey Wright. Awesome.
Try to make it sound like you wrote it that way on purpose.
We take as the subject of tonight's lecture Mr. Moses Rosenthal. Certainly
Benicio.
honesty voice of his rowdy generation.
They work together.
Naked cell block J hobby room. I want to buy it.
It's not for sale.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes.
In short, the picture was a sensation.
The kids did this. Obliterated 1,000 years of Republican authority in less than a fortnight.
Seems
They want
complex.
freedom. Full
It's like an anthology.
I'm naked, Mrs. Kremens.
I can see that.
Lieutenant Nescaffier. He is the great exemplar of the mode of cuisine known as police cooking.
Gotta have Willem Dafoe. Gotta have Willem
The
Dafoe.
aromas of the kitchen cast a spell, which was to be mortally broken.
As you know by now, we have kidnapped your son.
Is that Edward Norton's voice?
Wait, is that Saoirse Ronan? Rap? She was excited to see who he assembled.
Grand Budapest.
He's got his 4x3 frame and everything.
Oh yeah.
Symmetry. Every Wes Anderson movie has this kind of trailer. Oh, Wilson's back. Oh, sweet.
Oh yeah.
It is Stephen Parker.
Message from the foreman. 1 hour to press.
You're fired.
Really?
I'll cry in my office.
Okay, then.
That is quite a Wes Anderson trailer.
I just got one very important question. I feel like Jeff Goldblum would have fit in this movie. Why isn't Jeff Goldblum in here?
I'm surprised he's not actually, and I didn't even think about it until you said that.
I am too aware. Look, this is probably his most star-studded cast he's ever assembled. Right, there are characters who didn't even get their center's symmetrical shot title card.
A block of names at the end with like half the people you recognize from his movies already.
Because yeah, there's a lot of faces in there that I was even catching that you kind of just see in the background. So there's a lot of big players in here. But Jeff Goldblum's one of your people, man. Why isn't the Goldblum in here?
Maybe he's too busy making that Disney Plus money. I said Disney.
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 I'm glad you caught yourself
Disney
there.
with Disney, my friends.
This looks like this could be his probably most complicated one he's ever done.
It looks like it from this trailer.
This is his first live action movie since Grand Budapest Hotel. And it seems like he's just kind of got unleashed with it.
Yeah.
Especially with Grand Budapest being his most successful film, if I'm not mistaken, because then he did Isle of Dogs after that, and now he's returning to this format, and it just seems like a combination. It's like every Wes Anderson kind of feels like a culmination of every Wes Anderson movie.
Yeah. He's like a Katamari that just picks up his own flavors as time goes on. Yeah.
Like, what are those balls?
Oh, a tumbleweed.
Yeah, he's kind of got like a tumbleweed ball effect.
Yeah.
He just absorbs everything.
Getting bigger and bigger and rolling across the desert.
And I'm excited that Jason Schwartzman's here. I think he actually worked on the story too. Since their days with Rushmore and then Owen Wilson returning, I'm always excited when Owen Wilson's back with Wes Anderson. They have such a long-lasting friendship. Timothée Chalamet being a new player to this world of Wes Anderson. You just hear Timothée Chalamet in a Wes Anderson movie, and you just know it fits.
Right?
He's got the exact right sensibilities with his performances that are like, yep, he is perfect for a Wes Anderson film.
And he can sort of fit into a lot of different decades and generations, too. And so, and in part of this trailer, I'm like, he looks just like Bob Dylan, So I gotta imagine that he's probably gonna play some kind of, maybe a little bit rowdy, creative type character.
I imagine he's the main disaffected protagonist in every Wes Anderson movie.
That's right.
But then you got Saoirse Ronan in here too, which is awesome. I mean, seems like Saoirse Ronan and Timothée Chalamet just can't stop working together. This is their third movie here. Elizabeth Moss is a cool addition, but then of course you got other returning players. Bill Murray, of course. He's a hard guy to book for things, but Wes Anderson, he's right there. I think he's one of the few directors who has Bill Murray's direct line of contact. Edward Norton, Willem Dafoe.
His voice. I didn't even realize Christoph Waltz was in this.
I mean, you got Liev Schreiber in here, Adrian Brody. Is this Benicio del Toro's first time working with Wes Anderson? He seemed to be a main player here.
Yeah. It seems like at least one of these vignettes is going to be directly about whatever artist character he's playing. And I love seeing him go through like really thick character transformations like that. Benicio del Toro is a character actor for certain. See him and Adrian Brody face off because I love Adrian Brody in Wes Anderson movies too.
You know, Wes Anderson doing historical pieces is always really cool. I like this idea of him exploring, like you said, vignette or an anthology of sorts. He did hop around with like weird versions of time with Grand Budapest Hotel. This one exploring journalism is fascinating to me for him to do, and it just seems like perhaps he usually has some form of nostalgia in his films. Oh, yeah. He seems like the kind of director and writer who would have grown up on things like The New Yorker or whatever. There seems to be some link there.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, it seems very natural that this should be the next live-action movie after Grand Budapest, because Grand Budapest even has a motif of a writer talking to the owner of this hotel, publishing some kind of piece in a somewhat removed time and setting. Yeah. And this has that quality. Like, it feels like kind of like a cousin to that, because it does feel removed from time in a very sort of European location. You know, Wes Anderson movies always have eccentric characters, but I feel like Budapest kind of ramped that up in a garish sort of way, and I can see that continuing here.
And I like that with his cinematography, he's actually dealing, because of the time period, he's dealing sometimes with black and white.
Yeah, I like that a lot too.
That's beautiful to look at. You associate so much of Wes Anderson with bright colors,
exactly.
Everything's really popping on screen.
And I wonder how they're going to use that, if that's going to be like every vignette is going to be in black and white and the present day writer stuff is in color, or if it's going to mix some other creative way.
This actually seems like this is the most Wes Anderson trailer I've ever seen. I also get this sense that he's experimenting just a little bit here. I'm excited to see what he's got in store.
Well, even just because the premise alone is like a publication that doesn't actually exist is going to run a bunch of stories. So it's like, stories within stories. And I don't know if this movie will get meta, but I do appreciate how kind of loopy that is a little bit.
So much Oscar talented people. And I mean, Frances McDormand, hell yeah, man.
It has to at least be very interesting and compelling.
And then, of course, the addition of Jeffrey Wright, too. I feel like you could just do a whole breakdown of like every actor that's in here.
Do stats, see why they fit or how they could be like kooky in this movie.
All right, guys, what did you think of the French Dispatch trailer? Which new actor in this Wes Anderson film are you most excited is in here? Comment below. Subscribe, click bells, and hey, let's end this with Katie Ann.
Katie Ann.
Love talking with this woman. She is so freaking cool. Katie writes poetry, so I decided to write her a poem today. And we all know Greg's poems are the best poems.
They're magical.
Make you feel at home, like the movie Sherlock Gnomes. Oh my god.
Dude.
That was just me speaking from the heart there.
That's the first time anyone's worked Sherlock Gnomes into a rhyme.
Here we go. Lately, I've been speaking with my new homie. Her name is Katie. Eat a hot dog and wipe your ass as you read through her blog, Through the Looking Glass. East Coaster, talented writer, dark sense of humor, and a damn good teacher. Hey, that's him sincere. That's not right. I hope you get this shout out, Katie Ann. Hit me back just to chat. Truly yours, your biggest fan. This is Greg.
The tears got cold, I'm wondering why. Got out of bed at all. Katie Ann is out my window. And
You sexist. You
I'm
went with the
so-
Elton John version.
I don't
Sexist.
have as soft a voice as Dido.
Sexist.
Not a lesbian.